Hello, welcome to Good Vibes Goddess Tarot. So today we're going to pretty much do, it's kind of not really a love reading per se, a heart reading you could say, because I did a reading and I remembered when the card it said that y'all better off apart, and then my bad, and then somebody don't like somebody, and I don't know if it's you don't like the person or the person just don't like you. And then so this is why we're doing this reading. I'm gonna use that deck again. I'm not sure if that card came out, to be honest with you. But okay, so what I do have is the Love Oracles, right? The small pink card. It's pretty much be like, what's going on? And then I have the hidden, the heart hidden secrets. It's pretty much like the underlying stuff, like what you don't know, what you don't see. Like if might be confused about something, why are you confused? You know, if that's the whole purpose. You're supposed to like be confused. And then I have hold on, I gotta look at them. Then I have the What's the Tea to dig a little bit deeper into like the hidden secrets. And I have the Situations deck to talk about like what's going on or what's the problem. And then I have the Hidden Secrets again, right? And then I have the What's the Tea again, and then I have the Situation of Love Oracle basically. And then I have the bottoms, but then on the side I kind of sort of have the top, but that doesn't really necessarily is a part of the reading, but I'm still gonna show you regardless. But well, this is the like underlying, like the stuff behind the scenes. This is more so on the top, the surface level, how they could be presenting themselves, but like underneath that is all this kind of thing. And then I have the True Love, or is it Oracle or Cards, whatever, deck to pretty much give like some themes or some characteristics. And then I have the Twin Flames activation to, you know, both parties have to learn a lesson, and what was the lesson they're supposed to learn, and or journey you're supposed to go on and stuff like that. Then I have the Yin and Yang Oracle. I said the Yin and Yang? Yin Yang Oracle. That pretty much like ties supposed to go with the Twin Flames Oracle, like if you are learning it and stuff like that, or if you say like you haven't started the journey yet and stuff like that, seeing like on the bottom what was supposed to happen, or on the other, like the flip side of it, if you are learning the journey, and then the flip side, it's like the ones that's not on their journey, or if like even if y'all both finished their journey and stuff like that, it's fine and that's cool, y'all learned the lesson, y'all get to move on. And then we have the Sensual Soul Oracle. It's pretty much give a little more advice, or give a little bit more into what I want to say. And then I have the Romance Angel Tarot, I believe it is. It's pretty much give some advice and some themes. And then it's the Love Messages Oracle. It's pretty much give some advice and some messages to you, little words of wisdom. And then I have the Angel Tarot to pretty much end it off like I always do. But before you get started, if you have headphones in, you might want to turn them down to protect your eardrums before we get started. Okay, so before I get started, I'm gonna start with the bottom and then show the top after, because basically how I like pulled it was the bottom first and then I pulled the top. So after I show you let's see. Okay, I'm gonna lay out all the cards from like each, like the first deck, and then I'm gonna say something and then like move on. Then show the top kind of thing, right? So hope I'm you see when I do it. And then we have separation and healing heart. Separation says sadness, missing you, thinking about you, yearning, unsure of the future. When healing heart says healing from heartbreak, freedom from a toxic relationship or addiction. Technically, this healing heart is a 3 of Swords reverse. Then we have a sword and a rose with clarity, truth, reevaluation, solidarity, force, honor, protection, and power. Then we have girl with the snake, empath, and narcissist. And being charmed or used, enabled, and boundaries. I'm an eye. And then we have twin flame, yin yang, zen, balance, union, duality, coupling, complementing each other. Then we have love, unconditional love, self-love, oneness, passion, affection, attraction. With that being said, a narcissist's love is not unconditional. A narcissist's love is very conditional. So with this, oh, forgot the top. At the top we have I like you, someone liking you, romance blooming, friend flirting, wants a date. Oh, narcissist does love bomb, which is gonna go from I like to I love you, but then like, oh, that did happen to me one time. It was weird. Yeah, it just escalates real fast, and then you just think like this person actually like loves and cares for you, have feelings for you, but that's not the case, and that's not what's going on in no way, shape, or form. Because like I said, our narcissist love isn't really unconditional, it's very conditional. And so with the separation and healing from heartache, you're no longer together, no longer around each other. You're separated. And you know, like how I normally like to read the bookends. So we have unsure about the future and healing from heartbreak. So it's like the more you heal from this and you separate yourself from it, the more you realize you don't want this person in your future or stuff like that. And it's like the only way they could be in your future is if they change, but it's not really likely that they would change, so it's not likely for them to be in your future. Cool. Also gotta come to terms with that. Okay. Because the narcissists don't see like they're the problem, so they're not gonna change. So come to terms with that, and that's fine, and that's cool. Not saying to be like, well, I should just let them back in my life. No, that's the whole unsure about the future. You can't. No, don't do that. Okay. And then we have yearning and freedom from a toxic relationship or toxic addictions. So things that hurt you and stuff like that, you wanted to break free from it and separate from it, and you pretty much wishing, yearning, and praying to do that, and wants to do that, but you might not have the courage, the bravery, or the strength to do so. And then we have sadness and thinking about you. So thinking about this person in the situation that you was in pretty much makes you sad in a way. And then also, not just you, but them with this missing you. And then over here we have someone likes you. That's the whole. It's just more so they miss what the attention and affection that you used to give to them. But if you go over here with the bookend with attraction with unsure about the future, And no, I normally do it from bottom to top. So we have healing from heartache and sadness with attraction. So you're pretty much attracting like healing, and you feel sad because you're starting to realize certain things which is the next card, and awaken to certain things and see the truth. That probably makes you very sad. The stuff that you used to deal with, now you're aware of it, or you're aware of the things that you was attracting or accepting in your life. And then we have affection with freedom from a toxic relationship or addictions with missing you. Oh yeah, you realize this person didn't, it wasn't actual love, care, or support. They just, in fact, like they wanted to feel all that without actually experience the feelings and the emotions of it. And then we have thinking about you. And then we have passion. Yeah, it's more so just lust, which turns to the Ace of Wands, because the Ace of Wands can also be like a sexual innuendo from time to time. Then we have oneness with yearning. Yeah, you're yearning to break away from the situation and free yourself and become more one with you. But while doing that, you need to heal and let go of certain things. And it's like, what? Then we have unsure about the future with self-love. And while you're healing and stuff like that, you're realizing the reason why you was attracted to certain things, or why you allowed certain things to happen, was the love of self. Like, you didn't really love yourself as much as you should, and now you're fixing that and improving that and trying to move on and give yourself the same kind of grace and courtesy that you give to other people. You accept other people flaws. So it's like you accept their flaws with hope and expectation from them to work on it, because that's the same thing that you're doing. But our narcissist is not going to fix their flaws. For one, they don't think they have flaws, so they're not going to fix with something that they don't think they have. Okay? And give me, like, the love that you was given to them, like, giving it to yourself, and realizing that it's important to do that and to have that. Then we have twin flames with a rose and a sword. Reevaluate. Either you thought this person was your twin flame and they actually aren't, or if they are, there's more so just to teach you a lesson, to bring you in balance in some sort of way. But the reason why I said that they're not, because of clarity, and then we have complementing each other, and it's like y'all realize y'all are similar. That is clear to see and stuff like that, which is why y'all which the reason why y'all came together and y'all was like in each other's face, and y'all thought y'all was friends, and y'all thought this relationship would work. Because next we have truth and coupling. The reason why y'all became, like, y'all was together and y'all became an item, became a thing. All right, then we have reevaluation and duality. You thought this person, you knew they had flaws, and like duality means two parts, which is yin and yang. Like, there's light and then there's shadow, but in the light there is like a little bit of shadow, and in the shadow there's a little bit of light. All right. So you, even though they was more so in the shadow all the time and all darkness, you probably was trying to find that little light in there, and realizing like, yeah, no, they might not have that. Okay. With the reevaluating the duality of it, like, who are they majority of the time, and that's their actual personality and who they really truly are. Also behind closed doors where they think nobody's watching, that's who they really are. And then we have solidarity with union. You being by yourself and being in separation is bringing you into union with yourself, but also with the truth in your surroundings and your environment, because you have time to like evaluate and process what happened, why did it happen, and to think about it and think about your next step. And do you want this to happen to you again? Maybe not. So like, how are you going to prevent that? And then we have force and balance. in that aspect, it's not really like you're controlling, like, who, you're not controlling, like, situations for it to be in balance. You're just letting people be who they are and accepting things as they are. Like, what I mean by accepting things for as they are, you have to accept this narcissist or this person for who they are. Either they are full-blown narcissists or they have narcissistic tendencies. That's just not going to change. They're always going to gaslight you, love bomb you, manipulate, stalk, and lie. They're always going to do that no matter what you do. And slander is what they do and how they are. Right? Because what popped in my head is, ever saw like Men in Black? Even if you had like the little flash thing, they forget, they reboot, boop, 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 boop. They're gonna come back doing the exact same shit every time. You more so, they expect and hope to forget, but they're not gonna forget. They're gonna continue to do the exact same thing, because they don't know no other way. And so like those people that like you're in balance, like you're trying to bring yourself into balance. Those people that are trying to force you out of balance, you're more so just like, yeah, no, kind of thing. I won't say like fighting force for force, because at that point in time, won't it just bounce off, right? Well, it depends. And then we have Zen with honor. Yeah, so it's like you're trying to have peace with yourself and be in a state of like harmony and peace, is like Zen, and I won't say serenity, but like just peace and harmony and being balanced and stuff like that. And you want that for yourself, you want that for other people. So it's, rather than like you see somebody else that's balanced, you try to throw them out of balance. You more so ask them like, well, what are you doing? How did you overcome this? Like, have you ever been through this? And this, kind of thing. And picking and choosing like who you do that wisely too. And then we have protection with yin and yang, which is the whole duality. Like you realizing that we have feminine and masculine energy within us, and the masculine is supposed to be yang, and the feminine is supposed to be yin. You having that within yourself rather than just being one way and being all masculine and not being the other way. Yeah, realizing that there's power in that. Because that stands alone, as in the middle is this girl with the snake, and then over here with this I like you. The snake doesn't actually like you. The snake is using you and charming you for you to it pretty much for it to be able to get you, to allow them to manipulate you, and like with the enabling and stuff like that is basically, if you like them to a certain point or love them to a certain point, you start lying and giving them the benefit of doubt without them really having to do anything or say anything. And now you're realizing that you gave this person way too many, like, you let them slide with way too much things that you wouldn't stand for in other relationships, or you wouldn't let other people do. And you have to realize and accept the reason why you did that. Right, so now we have from the Hidden Heart Secrets with depth, resilience, intimacy, and influence. So depth says awareness, importance, value. Resistance says secret admirer, suppressing, timid. Intimacy says bonding, sensual, confiding. And influence is says attachments, third parties, and peers. Okay. Awareness and peers. Oh, with the clarity, you're starting to be aware of either the other people involved or that there was other people involved in this relationship, which important, because next is important in third parties. So it was like that was the whole thing of why this relationship wasn't going to build and wasn't going to work, because unless it's a poly relationship, okay, and each party agreed to being in this relationship and their needs are being met, it's not going to work. Which is why this is supposed to be a regular two people relationship if somebody cheated, okay? And or tried to start like a third party situation by using, with the whole complimenting like each other, like using the certain things that you value or that you like to attach to you, which is the whole charming kind of thing. And they try to say like, oh, they always liked you and they had a crush on you. They were more so, it was never a crush. They was intrigued and know the power that you have and how they more so watched you to think about how they can use the power that you have to pretty much like grow, how your power could pretty much benefit them in a way. And then we have suppression, sensual. If they actually do have feelings, they suppress their feelings so they don't act on them, and so that you won't really find out or see them or notice them. So if they say like, oh, I like you, but deep down they don't actually like you and stuff like that, might be certain things you do, they actually roll their eyes because they don't actually like you, but they try to suppress an eye roll from time to time. But they try to just tell you like they're timid and they standoffish and they kind of shy, but that's not actually the case. It's because they don't actually want to be there. And then we have, wow, abandoned, left out, walked away cold. I'm sorry. I wasn't expecting that to be the next card. Because I was like, they don't actually like you. They suppress an eye roll sometimes. And it's like, okay, what popped in my head, they might like roll their eyes. If you do see them roll their eyes, they may be like, oh, I just got something in my eye. I wasn't rolling my eye at you. And it's just like, what? Like, kind of. Then we have commitment, marriage, promise, fertility. And then from the what's the T, right? We have in their head, overthinking, stress, and overanalyzing. And then we have drama starter. And then over here we have distance, separation, space, blockage. I got two from the top, to be honest with you. And then we have clarity with truth, intentions, and honesty. It's pretty much at the top. So this person is trying to tell you that they like you. Even if they do like you, you see through the whole, but you see their intentions of what they're trying to do, which cause like you keep space away from this person. So like I said, somebody over here either was already in a relationship and try to secretly start another relationship with somebody else, trying to be like, I always liked you and stuff like that. We have this in common, that in common, but that's a lie. It's just trying to start some drama or some mess. I don't know if their partner cheated on them and this is a retaliation, so because that person cheated on them, they gonna cheat back rather than just fucking leaving. But hey, it's starting some drama and you want no parts in it, which is why you created which is why you created space. So you walked away, you realized this whole situation and for what it is. Somebody started some mess that was unnecessary. And once the drama and the mess was started and it got too much for them to handle, pretty much try to walk away and leave it and isolate themselves. And stressing out, in their head, what they're stressing out about is how to get you back to commit to them, or who they want to commit to. Because with the fertility, not other guys said like the Empress and stuff like that, it's supposed to be yin. The Empress talks about fertility and abundance and stuff like that. It's like money, power, because they had that over there, and this person feel like money equals power when that's not the case, which is could be why they started this whole drama. And then we have from the situations deck with retaliation with punish, payback, revenge. Cricket, silence, no action. Then we have pretending, fake, living beyond means. Hold on. And then we have love affair, dirty little secret, down low. And then we have divine masculine. Didn't I say the divine masculine retaliate because somebody cheated on them? Yeah. Yeah. Like, yeah. Wait, didn't I have a situations card? Oh. So. Oh, from what's the T? Okay. So, at the top, we have bad karma. I'm just gonna go over here. Then I'm about to pull the situations. Then we have hustling, making it rain, focused on the money and getting to it. Oh, that's the fertility, the money. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. It's all coming together, making sense. And then we have dust it off. So this person started some drama, and now because they started the drama, they're trying to isolate and pull away and stuff like that. To think about how to get you back, but you're not really focused on them because you're healing. For one, you heal from the situation. So while they are dealing with the whole bad karma, dealing with the consequences of their actions, you've been focused on you. And with this hustling, what's popping in my head, I'm getting to the money. Everybody mad. Like that's literally what you was doing. And they sit here stressed out and trying to think about how to get you back, but there's no way to get you back. So they're trying to come in and like dust off the old little, oh, I like you, I'm sorry, I apologize, take me back. I don't know why I did that. But they did it for like to punish you, payback, revenge. They did it as retaliation for not being able, for you not listening to them, for them not being able to use you. You're not enabling them to do what they want, which is why they abandoned you. A narcissist only abandoned people they can't use or manipulate or charm. They would just be like, boop, you're the problem, and try to scapegoat you. Alright? But what I never understood, if you were the problem, why are they trying to keep coming back to the problem? That makes no sense. That makes no sense. Which is why it's saying to brush it off. Because next was popped in my head, girl, brush your shoulders off. Like, hey, you gotta get back. Like, yeah, this is a situation, remove it. And don't stress out about it because it makes no sense. Because with this silence and no non-action, bookending, pretty much tying to like love affair, I don't think somebody actually cheated. So this person cheated on this person without this person actually cheating in no way, shape, or form. Or you're realizing that this person abandoned you. That as well, but also this person abandoned you for absolutely no reason. That as well. And they was pretending that they want what you want, but they didn't actually want what you want. They more so wanted the money that you can attract and the money that you can have. And the life that you could create for yourself. The life that they portray to have wasn't the life they actually have. So they try to look for greener grass and greener pastures. You ever watched As Told by Ginger? Right? You ever paid attention to the song? She was like, someone once told me that the grass is much greener on the other side, right? But she said like where she's standing, like the grass seems fine, kind of thing. So this person always feel like they would be bigger and there's better opportunities. Even if they were with you, they will still look elsewhere. And even if it was somebody else, they would still look elsewhere, kind of thing. Oh, so it's like, just let this go. And then we have, the situations we have: lockdown, mental pressure, prison, and confinement. I don't know. Okay. What? Well, in prison, people do got cell phones. Like, it's just... because I'm about to be like, huh? Of course they're not going to talk. Like, but that can cause some distance and some separation. But with the lockdown, I feel like in the mental, their conscience is bothering them a lot because they pretty much retaliated and did all this for absolutely no reason. They more so hurt themselves trying to hurt somebody else. And they can't accept that. Their ego can't. The ego won't accept that. Because the ego, well, the ego is basically saying, like, why would I hurt myself? I love myself. And it's like, you don't love yourself, which is why you hurt yourself. Duh. Self-sabotage. You do it all the time. If you loved yourself, you wouldn't self-sabotage. Like, which is an ego response. So it's like, the ego's like, no, I love myself. I didn't do that. And it's like, no, but you did. Because you were trying to pretend and lie. So it's like, it was all fake. So pretty much hurt yourself trying to hurt somebody else. And then we'll move these up. So I did the hidden secrets, hidden heart secrets again. Then we have confusions with uncertainty, unclear, and unsure. But then we have unsure about the future. Yeah, that was on purpose. Because they don't actually... Not saying that they're non-committal. They could commit to something. They could commit to getting to the money. Like, but they won't commit to an actual person. They more so would commit to that person money, but once that money run out, they also go. Then we have foundation with established family and security. Then we have wolf in sheep's clothing. I understand, like, a husky is supposed to be close to a wolf family, but like, it's the fact that it's a husky, bro. Like, huskies are pretty cool. Huskies are more, well, they're close to the wolf family, but they more so like act like cats, kind of thing. And they're very smart. Kind of somebody talk a little bit. But then we have divination abuser. And then we have reflecting. Okay, can you see that? See a little bit. Okay, that's fine. Oh, you got the sound bowl and everything, cleanse that space. But what the confusion, you're now seeing things clearly with clearly being out here too, that the things that was unclear to you, you're reflecting on it. And the things that you was uncertain about, you're reflecting on it. And see that you're no longer in the situation, you see things differently and a little bit clearer. With the divine abuser, what tarot card is that? Okay. So then we have with divine abuser. It's basically, well, divination. I'm saying divine. Divination abuser is basically like, this person will probably go to a lot of tarot readers or tarot readings. I don't know about paying people, because that's a lot. But to basically, so like, remember that in one of the readings or one of the, I was like, they go into a tarot reader, but the tarot reader is reading the information like backwards. So like, if this person with the abuser will do a spell, right? Send a spell your way. Spirit is like, you ever watch you ever watched Seven Deadly Sins, Meliodas, like full counter, like just like full cowling, like this every time, just right back to them, boop boop. But the way the person is reading it is that, oh no, you are getting affected by the spell. It is bothering you and it's affecting you, and this is how it's affecting your life. That's not what's happening. It's affecting their life, not your life. You're fine. You cool. You're chilling. But they're not fine and they're not chilling. But then there are tarot readers that are telling them like, no, this is happening, that's happening, this, and the third. But they don't want to hear that, which is why they go and find, you know, the false and negative reading. And basing like their life or their beliefs on the situation of what this false tarot reading or incorrect tarot reading is saying. And yeah, you're reflecting on this divine masculine. Now you're realizing that he's a drama starter and how he started all this drama. And then when it's like, when things got serious or got too heavy, pretty much left and disappeared and you never heard from them again. And then when things smooth out, then they pop back up. So where you used to see that y'all was eye to eye, now you're realizing, or like it was very similar, you're realizing that that wasn't the case or not true at all. Also with this divination abuser, they more so will try to say like, oh, I'm into spirituality, I and know certain words and certain lingo and stuff like that, but they don't know shit, no whatsoever. But they more so use that or say that to pretty much get close to people and in hopes of like a secret relationship and stuff like that. But also I know like some tarot readers be like, oh, I can't read for myself, I have to read for some, like other people have to read for me. You can read for yourself, it's just not going to tell you exactly who that person is. You're going to be like, hey, this is going to happen and this is going to happen. You might want to pay out and pay attention to like what's going on around you for you to realize and stuff like that. Like you will know when it's an important person in your life and stuff like that. You won't know why they're important, but you will know that much. And basically the reason why this person was in your life is more so as of a lesson to teach you about, you know, people that will abuse their power and abuse your love and kindness to their own benefit. Cause then we have wolf in sheep clothing. Like I said, that snake, that narcissist doesn't actually like you. That's just a lie. In hopes for you to get in a relationship with them or marry them, or like they're gonna make a whole bunch of promises that they're not actually gonna keep. And yeah, once you realize that, or you see that, or things get too hard, they pretty much abandon you, or they leave you out, or walk away from you, or cast you, throw you to the wolves. Okay, they throw you to the wolves. And Probably, or like you probably got ran over way too many times. You're just like, yep, nope, I'm not doing this no more. I'm out. And now you're not taking any. It's just crickets. You're not talking to them. They're not talking to you. They expect you to talk to them, and you don't really have anything to say to them because you're healing from the heartache and everything that they did and put you through. It was a timer. Yeah, while doing that, you're realizing that the foundation that you created, or the foundation that you thought you had, was actually false and it was fake, and just based on confusion. Right, and then we have situation, love oracle deck with chaser with fear of abandonment, chasing, and codependency. Oh yeah, that's based. So they abandoned you with the hopes of you chasing them because they knew that you would be afraid of being abandoned and being alone. Retaliation. So then when they come back, you'd be so happy that they're back, you just allow them to do whatever they wanted to do with no question to ask. And then we have addiction, codependent, obsessed, restrictive. Did I say that earlier when I was trying to say? Resilient. Resistant. Resistance. Yeah, this is resilience. Okay. Persevering. No, possession, control, and emotional block. That's what you're freeing yourself from. It said freedom from toxic relationship and toxic addiction. And we have addiction here. So rather, they wanted you to chase it. Oh. Narcissists, right? The whole love bombing and the like you, it will, and the whole love and all that, it will fill your body and your mind up with a whole bunch of, is it endorphins? Yeah, that's the feel-good hormone, right? And dopamine. And slowly, they chip at it, right? And take it away and stuff like that. Little by little, right? So at some point in time, you're going to withdraw. Are you not? Yeah. And then you're going to want to get that fix again, right? And then you're going to try to do everything in your power to get them to, like, love you the way that they used to, or say certain things that they used to. Like a drug. Which is why you want to free yourself from it. You don't actually love that person. Just the whole attraction and stuff like that. You love the attention. They love the attention. They basically love that you try to, like, do everything in your power, bend over backwards to try to get their they love and care and support, when in all actuality they don't actually, like, love you or like you in no way, or care for you or support you in any way, shape, or form. They just like the whole act of it. It makes them feel important. Then we have seduction with attraction, teasing, hooking up, and dating, third-party temptation. What popped in my head was Prince Kiss. Right? Where he was like, you don't have to be beautiful. It doesn't matter who you are. It literally doesn't matter who you are. They will try to seduce, flirt, as long as they get some form of attention. Like, I'm pretty sure that's also in the song. Like, they don't care who it is. Also, if you got money, they really don't care what you look like. And then at the surface, we have the dragonfly, lighthearted and adapt, finding out and change, things coming to light and heal. So what you were stuck in is mental. Because with this lockdown part, when the mental reminds me of, the Eight of Swords can also kind of sort of be a person. Because Eight of Swords is talking about a trap. So, and the Swords is mental. So you are stuck and confined. You're now seeing things clearly, and things are you're starting to give yourself a little bit of clarity, but also the truth is coming to you, and you're finding it out, even if you want to or not. But, Spirit's like, we're gonna let you know, we're gonna tell you. And how I envision Spirit, or just God in general, is like certain things, like your mind will block out certain things, but like with Spirit be like, yeah, it's time for you to heal these. You're in a great position to heal it. It's just like, when you're just like, where did this come from? Like, where did this come from? And it's like, well, we don't know, but now you got to deal with it. You got to unpack it, look at it, heal it, and it's like, okay. Like the Vine with the, like, hello, Jackie, your doorbell isn't working. And then they find another way to get in. It's like, yeah, basically that. Like, there's basically. But it's all for, like, you know, if you can continue to grow and change your life in the ways that you wanted to, not based on, like, what other people is trying to tell you to do. Because with this yearning for freedom, they're trying to help you get that and find that freedom, but you also have to find out the truth and why you're doing certain things, and to cut it out, to pretty much stop doing it, and like pretty much look at why you're doing it, where it started from, where did it stem from, and once you realize all that, it's not enough to just stop the habit and stuff like that, but also like be self-aware and have self-control, and also have like determination and like to pretty much, like, if this person, like today, you be like, I'm over it, you're right, the wolf in sheep clothing seducing me, they don't actually love me or care for me, I'm over it. And then let's say like 2 days ago, like 2 days later, they text you, hey, I miss you. Don't text that person back like, I miss you too, oh my god, I was waiting for you to text me. No, we're doing the opposite of what we're supposed to do, you know? So that's what I mean, like, staying, like, having a decision and sticking to it, because they're gonna stick to their decision of either you get more money to keep me around, or I'm gonna find somebody else that will provide for my lifestyle, kind of thing. Or like, you won't let me control you and manipulate you, I know somebody that will. And it's like, okay, cool, like, kind of thing. And it's like they will go there, have to deal with the exact same problem, so they always keep jumping and hopping to the next one without realizing they're actually the problem. They might be the type of people that, like, they probably break up with somebody by today, by like the end of the week, probably tomorrow. Now they have a whole other girlfriend, and it's just like, that's what? Like, they didn't have a time to process the breakup, figure out what went wrong in the breakup. Why did they break? Like, the whole thing happened. None of it. So, which is why the whole mental, probably like later on in life, when now everybody's damn near aware of fucking narcissists, and either dealt with a narcissist at some point in time and learning the tactics and learning how to overcome them and like stand their ground and protect themselves from narcissists, the snake is gonna wither up and die at some point in time. And they just like, oh my god, am I not as great as I thought I am? And it's like, no, you never was. Okay, all that was fake, an illusion you created for yourself, and you had other people to believe it. And then once they realize and see through that illusion, you abandon them and kick them out because they see the real you and they know the real you. And as a result, that's when you started going on the smear campaign and trying to bring that person down and blaming them and saying they're the problem and scapegoating, when the whole problem was you the whole time. The man in the mirror. Look at that. It's another Vine who was like, you want to see the problems of all, like, of your life? And then they faced the mirror, and he was like, oh, the mirror. Like, no, it's you. Like, kind of thing. Like, a narcissist will never blame themselves. They don't see themselves as a problem. There's always somebody else's problem. That person's fault. It was like, okay, you can't live your life that way. That's weird. But you can't. You can't always blame other people. But, I mean, you know, it's your life, not mine, and I don't gotta be a part of it. So whatever, like, whatever helps you sleep at night, you know. And from the True Love deck, because I don't know if it's Oracle or Tarot, so we just we have love and boundaries. Realizing if you love the person, they respect your boundaries. They don't see it as a challenge or something that is an exception to them. Like, no. And then we have reparenting yourself. Compatibility. And then we have manifestation and chivalry. Oh, chivalry is not dead. You can be nice to yourself. Open doors for yourself. Well, if you walking on the street by yourself, don't stand so close to the curb, you know. Like, protect yourself. And then we have the garden. Yeah, you tending and caring for yourself and growing things for yourself rather than letting somebody else do the work and tell you how your garden should look and what flowers you should have in it. It's like, let's see what's on the top before I say something. And then we have Sacred Woman. Hold on. Okay, so with love being here with boundaries, like I was saying earlier, you respect your boundaries, you respect other people's boundaries, and you realizing like having boundaries is a form of love, and it's not, like I said earlier, it's not a challenge in any way, shape, or form. And those people that see your boundaries as a challenge is now welcomed into your garden or your sacred space, or what, like the environment that you're trying to create for yourself, where you are happy. She's just laying on the grass and stuff like that, surrounded by flowers. So like and then we have mountains in the background that does talk about like a challenge and stuff like that, because you also have that in the Sacred Lady as well. So you establishing these boundaries and protecting these boundaries is like protecting yourself and standing up for yourself when, you know, those boundaries is overcrossed or overstepped. And realizing like there's a loving way to do it. Like, I was about to say, I can't think of a boundary right now, but like if y'all like, we'll say like a argument or like a heated conversation and stuff like that, and you're not really big on name calling, that's a boundary. You don't, so like if you're in an argument, it doesn't matter what it's about, like don't call you out your name kind of thing. And if you do get called out your name, you need to take a moment to walk away, to recollect yourself, and then come back. That is a boundary. That you're simply telling this person like, hey, I do not like being called out my name while we have an argument. If you call me out my name while we have an argument, I need at least 10 to 15 minutes by myself. Do not follow me. Do not do any of that. I'm going to come back to the argument once I'm going to come back and continue the conversation once I have calmed down and stuff like that. And then they will try to challenge it. Well, I'm angry. I'm not trying to purposely call you out your name. And now you're trying to control me, and you're not controlling them. You're not controlling them. You're just simply saying like, hey, this is what I need. And this is what I'm going to do. Kind of like basically what it is. But they want to be able to be called you out your name no matter if they're angry, if they're not angry, no matter what it is. And that's not something that you're dealing with. Point blank period. From your person. And those people that does that or feel like this a challenge or like they're an exception to it are not allowed to be around you or be in your life anymore. And then the reparenting yourself with manifestation and chivalry. Like I probably said it a couple of times, like the love and kindness that you give to others, you're not giving to yourself. Or realizing like there are certain programs that you had, I say reprogram and reparented. There's certain things that you was pretty much programmed or to do by like a parent. And they're more so, I don't know if they didn't know any better, but I take it back, because some people, you didn't technically learn it from your parent. You just picked it up like people pleasing. Well, I don't really know, but unless you had a parent that caused that you had to do stuff in order to get their love and attention, that's caused you to like start doing that with everybody else. You have to cut that out. That's the whole reparenting yourself. And realizing that your productivity doesn't determine your worth. The things that you can produce or the things that you can do does not determine your worth. Because with the manifestation, it has an 8, which is kind of sort of the infinity, which your solar plexus, your root chakra, and your heart chakra. So being stable and confident within yourself, and then taking action on that while being happy and realizing like things are going to work out for you. There are going to be success in your life, and then there's things that's not going to work out. But it doesn't mean that you failed in any way, shape, or form. It was a learning experience. It helped you grow and evolve in some way, shape, or form, or welcomed you to like a new information or knowledge that you probably would have known before. And while doing that, reparenting yourself, you're growing up, because we have butterflies and then the heart chakras. And then she would have her heart on her hand and stuff like that. You healing yourself and also being able to heal others while being able to understand where they're coming from in their situation, because you were in that situation at some point in time. So you can help them without like putting yourself back in that situation, reliving that situation and stuff like that. With the compatibility. But like, if you go from like top to bottom with the compatibility with the girl with the snake, the narcissist studied you, which is how they know everything that you like and what you don't like, what you into, which is how they know your triggers, what bothers you, your pains, things, your weaknesses, pretty much things that they can use to their advantage. They don't, more so your strengths, they probably paid attention to it. They didn't really like study it, more or less. If they did study your strength, they try to make you feel ashamed of your strengths or try to stop it and suppress it. So like your kindness, they will try to stop that, be like, oh, you're too kind, you're too nice to everybody, you should like, and kind of isolate you and pull you away. But yet they the exact same way, or they do everything that you used to do, they do now doing it and stuff like that. They pretty much trying to change you into a person that they don't want you, okay? They don't really care or love you in no way, shape, or form. So they don't necessarily want you. So they're gonna try to change you and be like, oh, if you change into this, then I'll love you, then I'll be happy. So you keep changing yourself and losing parts of yourself for somebody that doesn't actually care about you. So you pretty much is letting somebody that don't care about you in no way, shape, or form lead you astray. Which is now how you end up being lost, and you don't know certain parts of yourself, and who, like, you used to like this, now you don't like this, and then it's like you have to figure that all out again from start. So we have soulmates. We're clearing core wounds. Oh, I did the top. Either way. And then we have clearing energy blockages with activating higher chakras. Yeah, there's a chakra above. I said before. Above the crown. It doesn't just stop at the crown, but the higher you go, it's more so tied to, like, I won't say it's everybody, like you're in everybody's business, but you more so see the world in a bigger aspect and see certain things differently. And there's another one below the root chakra, but that's more so like tying you to like your surroundings and your energy, well, like the environment around you, kind of thing, in nature. And then we have twin flame, first, don't know how to say that word, with expensive growth. Yeah, this narcissist was here to or help you grow. There was lessons you needed to learn. They helped you learn the lessons and teach that lessons. There was wounds that you had that this, like I said earlier, this person used it to their advantage. And now you healing that, they can't use that anymore. There's nothing to use. There's no, like, they might be a scar, but like the scar doesn't hurt. So it's like they can poke and prod and do all of it, but it's not going to work. It's not going to do anything. Because the blockages is clear. That wound is clear. It's healed now. Thanks to that person. So we have karmic relationship and spiritual awakening with releasing the past and shift or be shifted. Yeah. So this was a karmic twin flame or karmic soulmate situation, whatever you want to call it. It's just karmic. And the whole shift or be shifted, basically the narcissist are trying to say, like, let me use you or I will replace you. You didn't let them use you, charm you, or manipulate you, so they retaliated and tried to replace you with somebody else, and it did not work out. I'm gonna be honest with you, it does not work out, which is why this person keeps trying to come back to you and pull on your energy and see what you're doing. And you see that, you realize that how the love, you used to think that it's love, but now you're aware that it wasn't love, because you see things differently. And then we have compassion with higher heart opening. Then we have divine creativity with receiving cosmic intelligence. Yeah, which is the higher chakras. Oh, okay. Then I have the yin yang deck with healing inner child, storm unexpected, spring seed, cycles change completion. And we have Pluto transformation. Okay, so somebody healed their inner child problems and their child wounds. So whatever they were trying to use, like I said earlier, use as a weakness, they can no longer use as a weakness because you released it. And changed from it. You transformed it. So where they're more so operating from, I know it says inner child, but it's more so, it is a childish energy, but it's more so of immaturity. You're now realizing, seeing that this person is immature and very childish and have some childhood problems or some wounds that they need to fix. So rather than fixing it, they more so go around hurting people, because hurt people, and so they cause a storm in your life. You're starting to realize that the reason why they was doing that was because you was loving, caring, and kinding and compassion. I said kinding, caring, and compassionate. And they pretty much wanted to use all that against you, so you could feel like something that you should be ashamed of when it isn't. You also, that healing abilities, like love is very healing and nurturing. Also, the whole creativity is basically the Ace of Cups. You can, because the Queen of Cups, she gives the Ace of Cups, but she also like gives love to herself as well. If you sometimes you pay attention, you see like a little slither going to the Queen of Cups, which is mean like she will like nurture you, hydrate you, but also hydrate herself, kind of thing. They wanted to like cause a storm, cause commotion in that, and since you healed it, they didn't expect for you to heal it. They just expect you to be hurt and broken and boo hoo hoo, wait for them to come and save you. That's not what you did. That was immature and foolish thinking on their part. And with the spiritual awakening, you started to understand the knowledge that was being provided to you, and start taking like actions on it with the seeds being here. So like the seeds that you're planted are going to grow into something very beautiful, well, very beautiful and beneficial, depending on which seeds you planted. Okay? Yeah, because we have spring, but then we have seeds, but in the reversal. Well, the way I'm looking at it, you can see the flowers here and the mountains up here, but I know the mountain is right here and the flowers is here. And I did say somebody's seeing it backwards, so that could be it. So somebody feel like this, that's what it is. Somebody actually planted the right seeds, okay, and that's going to grow into something beneficial. And somebody planted the wrong kind of seeds, and that's going to lead to bad karma. Okay. So you are in a cycle. Things are changing, but the cycle with this person has come to an end and come to completion, and it's transforming into something different, something better. So it's like basically, you know, they're saying like, basically this was a lemon. You took this lemon and you turning it into lemonade, like with the knowledge that you have received. And then I'm going to use the, if I can get it, yes, I'm going to use the Shine Your Magic deck. It's pretty much to help you, you know, continue believing yourself, planting them seeds, working. You know. And then we have Nostalgia, focus on the here and now. Oh yeah, this past person might come back and try to get you to, oh, remember when blah 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 and blah blah blah. It's all emotion. They're trying to like pull on your emotional heartstrings by like remembering the memories, but they're only picking like good memories, and like the bad outweighed the good. But they know that, so they're not going to talk about the bad. And even if you bring it up, they're going to be like, ha 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 ha, but remember when we did this, and the third? And it's just like, I remember when we did blah, 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 blah. Like, kind of, they're never going to address the negativity. Or the negative, the cons of it. Because they're trying to do everything in the power to get back in your good graces with... They're more so going to do that just to leave again. So then it's just like, whatever. And if you pay attention, or you pay, like, in the back of the nostalgia card, that has like the planets and stuff like that, and it has the exact same thing. Let me see. I didn't look at the boundary card. Okay, but there's the moon. Yeah, then the moon is in this card, but this is it has planets and stars and stuff like that. But in the boundaries card, since I didn't actually show, I don't think I actually showed you. It's a woman. She got her shield, she got her owl, she got staff, she got her tiger. Nobody fucking well. And she has the moon, and that moon is more so close to the new moon. So we have like the cycle coming to an end, cycle coming to completion. All the secret. Then we have the earlier like secrets is coming out and being found out. Yeah. Everything that was hidden and kept secret is coming out. But rather than having regrets and woulda, coulda, shoulda, and oh, I should have done this, I could have done this, just be like, okay, it happened, it is what it is. I can't change it. Like it happened. It's the past. Like the past is the past. I'm gonna that's why I say like focus on the here and now, be in the present and move forward. And like, okay, you know this information now, and pay a little bit more attention to certain people, and their intentions and what they're saying rather than their actions. Well, focus on the actions and the words, because if their words don't match their actions, that's manipulation. And where gaslighting is more so trying to get you to second guess yourself. And then we have escapist with come home to you. Yeah, which is the garden. And then we have voyage with you already have all the answers. Yeah, you have turn this thing around and make this shit into lemonade. You got all of that. Like, and then we have library with whatever. Take control of your own narrative. See, where, like I was saying, like the before, where this person was trying to use you and try me. They wanted you to be their puppet. You be your own puppet. You control yourself. This is why I keep, every time I brought up bye, 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 that's what I mean. Okay? Well, in that scenario, in sync, in the video when they was being the puppets and stuff like that, and they was cutting off the strings, they was talking about their manager. She wasn't even allowed on set when they filmed the whole thing. Cut that person off. Let that person go. Now certain parts of the song make sense because it was about him the whole time. Like, then we have expectations. Don't seek anyone's approval. Now I want to listen to that song because what's popping in my head with guess what? It's gonna be May. And that's not the song that I'm talking about. Hold on. Okay. And then at the, okay, if I can get the top card. At the top we have confidence. It takes time and patience. Which could be the whole planting of the seeds, because this kind of sort of talks about the Seven of Pentacles. And the Seven of Pentacles is the most underestimated card, because they more so think you're going to continue to work and work and work and nothing actually pays off, so then you get frustrated at some point in time, or like you're planting all these seeds and they don't actually grow into something. And so we're in the past. In the past, you probably was seeking and trying to look for people's approval. That's the whole like people pleasing, and it didn't work out for you. And oh, they may hate you, they didn't like you, but oh yeah, they don't like your power. They don't like the fact that they can't manipulate you, which is why they went on this whole slander campaign and be like, oh, she's the problem, don't befriend her, blah 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 blah, kind of thing. So it's like that's where we had solidarity earlier. It's like you saying to yourself or keeping to yourself, or just simply sitting back and watching and observing. You starting to realize like the narrative that people create for themselves and that they're trying to create for you, and that you don't fit into that box that they actually trying to portray you. And you already know that and have all the answers, because then this moon is close to the new moon, and the new moon talks about like starting a new cycle, but also like banishing stuff and cleansing out stuff. So where you putting this in the past and leaving it behind you, moving on and moving forward, you're realizing that you already have the like all the information that you need to do so. And like if you don't have, like if there's something that you overlook, like the more you moved on, spirit, it will provide it to you. There we go, that's what it is. So in NSYNC, Bye-Bye, right? He said that I don't want to be the reason for your love no more. Bye-bye. Like that part, like he's like, am I get like hold on, I have to reverse it. I'm giving up, I know for sure. I don't want to be the reason for your love no more. And then you have checking off, I'm signing off. Like then I don't wanna be the fool. So like you don't want like this their love isn't love. So I'm trying to tell you, it's more so control, possessive, and they saw you as a property rather than an actual person, something that they can possess. And oh, was that Chip Skylark? It's I'm trying to defend me, like it's just intrusive thoughts, but you're realizing what makes you unique and what makes you different. It's great and it's fine and it's wonderful. And if they try to like stop you and possess you, control you, manipulate you in any way, shape or form, trying to make you feel ashamed of who you are when you have no reason to be ashamed, yeah, because we have the exact same moon over here, so it's here and here. Slowly but surely you're gonna shed that and release it and close out that whole cycle, and things change for you. Which is why we have over here, oh, it says practice, not patience, but like patience and practice pretty much. You need to have both. You're not gonna learn it right away, and it's not gonna work out right away. And then oh, we have it again. We better apart, where sometimes though people may like each other, they work better as friends. Sometimes that don't even work. Reevaluate this connection and decide whether you're better together or separated. Oh, it really did come back. We have the world stops when I'm in your arms. Being with you brings someone immense joy. None of their problems matter. None of the noise in the world can affect them as long as they're being held by you. Okay. I think I said in the other video, you create a sacred space for this person. They are aware of that, and imagine you being a home, right? You are a sacred space, right? You're all nice, kind, sweet. It's all clean in there. Smells great, Febreze and stuff like that. But this person comes with their problems and their demons and their stress and it all, like everything of the world, right? Come into this sacred space. Come to you with it. Unload all that onto you, right? So if you want to not see it as a sacred space, you could see it as like a business, right? A regular working business, a functioning business, right? And they cover all their problems, the stress, and all of that, right? And treat that business that's functioning and working very well, okay? Everything is great. Take that and use that as a rage cage or a rage room. And then once all that is done, they're not picking up the pieces to help clean. They leave. So you have to clean it up all on your own and by yourself and figure out why the fuck did this just happen, or how the fuck did this happen, kind of thing. And yeah, the world, they have no ease and no problems like being around you and stuff like that, because you fix their problems. You cater to them like a parent will cater to a person. But they won't give that to you or do that to you in no way, shape, or form. Then we have warm embrace. Someone is craving closeness and intimacy. Someone is craving closeness and intimacy. So these importance to you that you care with a tight hug and some loving quality time. I feel like if you hug this person, they might try to hold you hostage and won't let you go. So don't hug them. Don't hug them. Be like, you can let me go now, but they won't let you go. Oh, now we have subtle seduction. With you find it easier to attract whatever you desire when you're not too loud about it. You don't have to be too forward. Subtlety will bring exactly what you are craving. Yeah, so with the transformation and that reevaluation and that freedom, if you didn't notice that you wanted it, spirits noticed. Okay, spirit noticed, and they was like, "Alright, got you, heard you. Like, we doing this, so let's get out of this." And that's what they pretty much did. And then we have wear my t-shirt. Where if someone finds you incredibly sexy and nothing more than a t-shirt, they may even fantasize about you wearing their clothes. Of course, they're hoping you will soon be wearing more or less. Wouldn't you be wearing the shirt after the fact? Well, like what? Like, I know I'm not bugging. Wouldn't you be wearing it after the fact? Unless, like, I actually did say, like, they did hug you, they wouldn't let you go, and then you end up having to go to their place, and then they have to give you a change of clothes. You see, which is why don't hug them. They don't hug them. But also with the subtlety, subtle seduction, and we had seduction earlier. The reason why they will lie and manipulate is they know if they told you the truth, you wouldn't. Regardless, they lying to you, you still didn't do it. But like they know if they tell you the truth, you definitely not gonna do it. So there's like there were subtle things that they will say or do to try to like flirt with you or to get your attention, to get you to pretty much interact with them, or to even like be in your head and start fantasizing about them and stuff like that. To be close to you and stuff like that, but they and intimate, but they don't actually. Yeah, it's more just a sex. It's more so your body than anything. And you don't really. That's kind of fucked up. But like, they really could just get a doll. Honestly, it's literally just your body, and they literally could just get a doll, if that is the case. Because I was gonna say something about a pulse, but it literally, they could just get a doll. They could literally. Like, no shit, no shade. I don't really care if you have a doll, you don't. Go ahead. Or you got the machine, go whatever, okay? But hey, that's literally what this person could do. But rather than doing that, because they don't want the whole love. I never watched Top Boy, but that's popping in my head. But where the girl was like, I love you. Who's like, I don't got time for that shit right now. There's literally that. Like, they don't have the whole emotions and stuff like that. They don't want to deal with it. If you have a dog, you don't have to deal with that shit at all. Duh. Like, it's so. Hey, but hey, I don't know, man. Cause, yeah, I guess the warmth of it all. But then they want you close enough. Okay, they want you close, but they know they like have all intentions to hurt you. Oh, it's like kind of sort of like a stab in the back. You know, some people like to like kind of like, yeah, it's just unexpected. It's just basically. And we have flirt with, extend your lighthearted energy by flirting. Yeah, we had that earlier with the dragonfly with lighthearted and adapt. And the sacred lady, her heart's on her hand. You know, normally your heart's on your sleeve, but also here with the heart, the manifestation that have the heart chakra connecting to all the other like the lower chakras and stuff like that, but it's also showing how the energy is flowing. So you are, I don't want to say you're naturally a flirt, but you're very kind and caring and genuine and uplifting and stuff like her and stuff like that. Jovial popped in my head just now. That's not even my word, but and to some people that might comes off of like you're flirting because they never had somebody actually genuinely care for them in no way, shape, or form. So they just assume everybody wants them and everybody's trying to flirt with them, and that's not the case. So you know when you're flirting and you know when you're not flirting. So when you weren't flirting, this person was seeing you as flirting. Okay? What Spirit is trying to say, when you want to flirt with somebody, go ahead and do it. Okay? Be lighthearted with it. Be nice with it. Be like, you look cute today, you know? And then be like, oh. Kind of subtle, okay? Not aggressive. Subtle. Subtle. Okay? Not aggressive. Because like I just said, some people take it a little bit too much. It literally could be like, oh, you look nice. She wants me. No! You just look nice. You're weirdo. Like, yes. Then we have healing family issues with your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. Oh, yeah, could some of y'all really is your parents, some childhood issues, that inner child. How you gotta see your parents, depending on who it is. Okay, some parents are just not meant to be parents, and they didn't know what they was doing. And some of them can admit to you, like, I didn't know what I was doing. Okay, I was just winging it. Okay, and some people know, some parents know the shit that they did and they put you through, but the whole narcissistic thing, like, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't remember it. And then, because the video that popped in my head, and the person was like, because to you, it was a regular Wednesday, but to me, it was traumatic. So, it's like, the narcissist or whoever hurt you or abused you don't really see how that affects you in that way, shape, or form. Because for one, they don't want to take the accountability or responsibility to, one, apologize, and two, change the behavior. And for them to acknowledge it and look at it, they make them feel a little shitty and make them feel bad. And it's just like, yeah. But a difference with being, okay, this is how you can tell you're a bad person, okay? If you know that you did something shitty and that made you feel bad, you just like, well, oh well, and then do absolutely nothing to change that behavior, then you're a bad person. Now, if you did something shitty and you're aware of it, you be like, damn. What the fuck? Oh, timer. And you said, damn. And you change your behavior, you're a good person. You're not a bad person. You're a good person that from time to time does shitty things. You're a human. You see the difference. Great. Like, which is why this inner child refused to heal from childhood issues and childhood problems. You healed from it. Not only did you heal from this heartbreak, you healed from like shit that they didn't even expect you to heal from. Okay? Which is why it's very unexpected. Got into all the little nooks and crannies. And now they have nothing to fucking use. There's no wounds, there's no hurt, there's no pain. Like, or even if they try to use it and try to say it, you're just like, okay, so, and? Let's say, like, it's your mother. Like, your mother don't love you. Okay, and? That's fine. Her loss. Like, kind of thing. I don't know, but you just bounce back. Oh. And they just like, oh, shit. Like, this shit. Oh, do we have codependency addictions are affecting your romantic life? Yeah, with bookend and flirt, don't flirt with codependency, okay? Because that's basically you flirting with death, okay? Don't do that shit. Don't do it, okay? Let's take a step back and reevaluate the situation. Because in codependency, you don't have a sense of identity in no way, shape, or form. They take away all your independence, your identity. So you pretty much forget who you are, and your whole world, your whole life, focus is around the narcissist, who is basically just trying to like come in your life and then up and leave. So you can't really depend on this person, so let's not do that. Okay. Then we have deception. Someone is wearing a mask in this relationship. Yep. Also, there's different kinds of narcissists. I know I keep saying there's ones that like, I know there's ones that's like very flamboyant without what they be like, oh, I did this and this and this and this and the third kind of thing. And then there's covert narcissists where they will switch into who they gotta switch into. Okay. To like get to whoever they need to get. And then Johnny Depp and Amber, whatever her last name. Amber was supposed to be another narcissist, but I forgot the narcissist she was supposed to be. I think it was like a historian narcissist, but I don't fucking know what that was supposed to do, I'm gonna be honest with you. But there's different types of narcissists out there. Protect yourself. Also, with that, because if you're paying attention, right, he, to what she was saying, like, it made no sense. There was holes in everything, and almost as she was saying. So it's just like that. Like, they don't really take accountability. They're always trying to blame somebody and say, like, it's somebody else's fault, not their fault. Then we have patience with some things will still need to be dealt with in this connection to manifest. I'll put that here. And then we have overthinking. Playing negative situations in your head is creating issues that aren't there at first. So if you continue to think of the worst case scenario that's not actually there, at some point in time you just stuck with it because you didn't take any action or do anything. Also, you just stuck with the worst case scenario, but it's just like you just pretty much stuck in limbo with the fear of the worst case scenario that's not actually there. There is no technically the worst case scenario was this narcissist, and you going back to this narcissist and you're staying with this narcissist. You no longer doing that. You're freeing yourself from it. And then from the angel deck, we had the 10 of Pentacles with the Honorable God, and the King of Wands with God the Merciful Judge, and the 8 of Pentacles with God the Teacher. Okay, so 10 of Pentacles says inner and outer works, helping one keep their job, protection against disaster. And the King of Wands says giving answers to those in doubt. Oh, show those important to you. There we go. Yeah. Then we intelligent talent and providing knowledge. So spirit, so with the whole spiritual awakening, you're starting to receive knowledge the spirit was given to you. With the inner works, that's like healing yourself, and the outer works is healing your environment and your surroundings and the people that you're around. Like people that you could probably call friends, or you know, probably now they're associates and stuff like that. Or the people that you used to like have close to you and stuff like that. Now you're realizing like y'all might be better off apart, and having that knowledge and seeing why it's better off to be apart. And because with the help one to keep their job, if you're the one with the talent and the power, why aren't you in charge? Why you have somebody else telling you what to do with your power and your talent? You know? And I know we would be like, oh well, every like a celebrity, they have managers and stuff like that. That's more so to manage their time, not manage them. And then like if though that kind, also with that you could also decline certain things and say that you don't want to be a part of it, that doesn't fit your brand or your image. But if you just more so focus on the money, then okay, yeah, of course you're gonna just take up any and everything. What pops in my head is the singer Black, right? Or Sis Slack, doesn't matter. Where there's one song where he's like, if I do what the record label wants me to do, what everybody else wants me to do, if I write a song and that song goes like it pops and it goes viral, y'all want me to keep doing that for the numbers and the records. And he was like, that I become the song rather than the song becoming like being like a part of me and something that I went through and I experienced. I don't want that kind of thing. Like basically saying like, I write my songs, I know what I'm saying and what I'm doing in my life and my experiences. I'm not about to go write something for trends and just to be popular and to like to be viral. That's not what I'm doing. Which is why the narcissists are trying to be popular and to be viral and trying to sort of have you as a trophy wife, but you're the one doing everything. Where a trophy is supposed to just fucking stand still, right? You're the one doing everything. So they're technically the trophy. You're not. Well, you're still a trophy. You're still a prize, okay? But they're not a prize. But they try to make it seem like they're a prize and they're a trophy when they're not. Okay? Yeah, and then we have protection from this disaster and giving answers to those in doubt. So you already had the answers to help you to go on this voyage and cut this off. Then we have the Page of Swords with God the Refuge. With refuge governs dreams and reveals mystery hidden from mortals. So you probably got signs in your dreams, messages in your dreams. But with this whole revealing secrets, like that's why I kept pointing out the moon. Some stuff you didn't know, as like you was aware there are certain things that you didn't know, but now you're aware. Like there's things that you don't know, that you know like a little bit of it. You might know the surface level, but there's things underneath there that you don't know, and you're fine with just be like, yeah, nah. The information that I have right now, I'm okay. I'm good. I don't need to know anything else. And Spirit just like, yeah, good. This is why we put you out of there. Like we got. And then we have the Eight of Swords with God the Protector and Savior, with truth and justice, protection from enemies who will steal one's fortune. Yeah, Like I was saying before, if it's your gift, why is somebody telling you what to do with it? If you're the one with the healing abilities, why are they telling you who to heal? Because the people that they're telling you to heal is negative people. People that spirit trying to tell you to heal. Okay, some of them might be a little bit negative, but like, there's not like people that's gonna like destroy you or damage you and bring you down in any way, shape, or form. They're more likely will tell you don't help that. Well, they're like, be careful, like of a warning kind of thing, rather than, yeah, because this angel pretty much have like this evil person head off and be like, look, this is what the problem is. This is who's wrong. And then we have governing dream. They're showing you in your dreams, this is the problem. Cut them out. Like, you continue to have this person in your life, this is what's going to happen. And, yeah, because either you were trying to do something, and this person, every time, they just try to cause all types of distractions so you don't lead to the 10 of something very generational. They can lead to generational wealth and prosperity. Because for one, if they're not in your life, they're not a part of it, which is why I said earlier, they're trying to find a way to get back in your life to be a part of it. And Spirit's just like, no, because they more so just want your money. They don't actually want you. Also want your creativity. The things that you can provide and produce, and the things that you could do, stuff like, they want that, but they don't actually want you. And like with the intelligent talent, you're realizing that and seeing with justice that it is, you have to do the fair and right thing, which is to separate, and y'all go your own separate ways and create distance between y'all. Because this person, you see or you view this person as a friend or a lover, where this person is viewing you as a competition or a puppet. So it was like, it's not equal give and take. It's not, y'all don't see eye to eye. Y'all don't want the same thing. Which is why Spirit is protecting you from it and giving you those answers. Because there's something that you need to work towards that you wasn't actually working towards, because you was more so caring and giving to this relationship, which was a lie. And now that you see that, you know that you letting Spirit pretty much do what they need to do, which is saving yourself, but also like removing yourself from the situation and healing your heart. Because like I said, you're starting to like, especially you have like reoccurring like dreams and stuff like that. There's a reason. It's basically saying like, hey, if there's a problem, you fix the problem, the dream goes away. Your dreams come from your subconscious, and the subconscious is stuff that you suppress, or things that you don't really much pay attention to. Because in your dreams, your mind does take things that you either saw throughout the day, or you saw at some point in time in your life, in your lifetime, but you didn't realize that you actually like seen it because you wasn't fully focused on it. But your third eye, which is in your brain, and your brain is part of your subconscious is part of your brain, it is seeing all that and taking all that information in and relay it to you at a different note and at a different time. And then we have chakra balance angel. So yeah, what I was saying earlier with the manifestation card, where there's a root, your solar plexus, and your heart. If your heart chakra is closed and not open, or a little bit blocked, it's very hard for spiritual information and spiritual knowledge to be passed down, or for you to take action on that, because your lower chakra is more like primal, and they're basically different. Where your heart is more so the translator, be like, let's say like, I don't fucking know, like where your heart, or like the higher self, or let me say your heart, where your higher self could be like, hey, it's cool to care for everybody, that's fine, but like don't love this person or anything like that, because your heart is blocked, or like there's static or stuff like that. All you hear is love, and then you just like, I was meant to love this person and just jumped and loved this person. That's not what it's saying now. And that there's no longer blockages, there's no static, there's no crunching noises. Now you hearing the message clearly, like, no, don't love this person. Like, it's now you see the red flags and everything for what it is. And then we also had higher chakras above that. So the more you become stable and balanced within yourself, the more you recognize a lot of things about yourself. And then, like I said, if there's more chakras and stuff like that, you then, you know, go out to the environment, so spirit and stuff like that. And then we have the angel of divine timing. Oh, if this person try to come back to you and try and be like, oh, the timing wasn't right, that's inaccurate. Spirit gives you things when you're supposed to have them. So if y'all was meant to break up, y'all was meant to break up at that time period. If this person came in your life at that time period for a reason. Now, the other person, the actual twin flame soulmate, the person you're trying to, whatever you're trying to do, that person you need to heal first before that person come into your life. Unless you're just gonna, I won't say repeat the same mistake, but you take the problems of this relationship into that relationship and take that problem out on that person, and even though they didn't they didn't do anything. So it's like you taking your taking your problem out on somebody else that did absolutely nothing wrong. It was not a part of it. So, which is why Spirit's just like, take this time to figure out yourself, find out some, like, gain courage for yourself, love yourself, care for yourself, know who you are and what you like and what you don't like, and know your boundaries. Also your triggers that can help too. And trust in yourself and believe in yourself. Like, there's self-love, self-trust, self-worth, self-esteem. There's a whole bunch of things, but like looking into that and finding that for yourself and doing that all like on you, not what other people are telling you how you are and how you portray yourself. Like, spend some time with yourself, kind of thing. Not just a day, okay? Like, date yourself. You don't date somebody for a day. Thank you. Like, because I know it might be like, I just spent a couple of hours with myself. Like, no, you need more than an hour or some days. Like, date yourself. Okay? But that's all that I see for this reading. If you feel like this reading resonated with you, please like, share, and subscribe. Other than that, I'll see you next time. Bye!